Welcome to Purple Nerd Channel, where we geek out on all things Prince related. Today's a little bit special as we're going to go into the vault and look at the I'll Do Anything soundtrack, a soundtrack that Prince made for a film that got released, but the soundtrack never did. And today we're going to look into why it never happened. But first, let's go into how this whole movie started. It starts off with James L. Brooks, who is a multi-award-winning writer, director, and producer in both TV and film. He was the writer and producer of The Mary Tyler Moore Show and the producer of The Simpsons. He's directed critically acclaimed films like Broadcast News and Terms of Endearment, as well as Good as It Gets and Spanglish. He's also produced bigger-than-life films like Big and Jerry Maguire. But he hit a little bit of a bump in the road with the film I'll Do Anything. He wrote the film as a satire of the film industry and wanted it to be a musical comedy, so he went ahead and reached out to several different artists requesting songs from them. He met up with Prince in 1992 and asked him for a song or two. Of course, Prince sent him 10 songs. Being that this was a musical comedy, the entire cast of the film would be singing these songs by Prince. The film stayed a musical comedy and still focused as being a satire on the film industry, but now included a storyline of an unsuccessful actor played by Nick Nolte trying to fix his relationship with his 6-year-old daughter, and also includes some side stories about broken relationships. The cast also included Tracey Ullman and Albert Brooks. After the film was completed, it had several screenings, all of which were met with horrible reviews.
I'll do anything.
I'll do anything.
And so bad that the studio wanted to go ahead and just scrap the entire project, but they spent $40 million on this film, so they went to the director to see if he could save the film. So, per the studio's request, James L. Brooks removed all the musical numbers from the film.
Wow, this is crazy. Wow. Wow.
Of course, doing this, now the film was a lot shorter, so he spent 3 days shooting new scenes to get the runtime back to a normal runtime, and spent 7 weeks re-editing the entire film. In the end, this left all Prince's music on the cutting room floor. The film was released February 4th, 1994, and despite all the reshoots and all the re-editing, the film still went on to be a commercial flop, making only $10 million off its original $40 million budget, a budget that doesn't include all the reshoots. James L. Brooks, though, has stated on several occasions that he would like to do a special release of this film, releasing the theatrical version as well as it being accompanied with the original musical version. But every time he's attempted to do this, he runs into a lot of legal issues with Prince's music. So let's go ahead and explore what would have been.
This is righteous.
Wow was written specifically for this film, and Prince used the rough cut of the film he was given, which also includes some notes as far as which scenes his songs would be in, to kind of go ahead and make this song. In the original cut of this film, Tracey Ullman sings this song. Make Believe was the main theme song of this entire film, as it appears in 3 different scenes throughout the movie. Actress Julie Carver sings this song in the original cut. There Is Lonely was performed by Albert Brooks in the original film. This song would eventually be released by Warner Brothers through the contractually obligated album Prince, The Vault, Old Friends for Sale in August of 1999. Be My Mirror was performed originally in the film as a duet with Nick Nolte and Whitney Wright. Prince had actually considered using this song for several different projects of his own, but never really made a home for it, and it still remains unreleased to this day.
Oh, I can't love you anymore.
I Can't Love You Anymore was originally sung by Julie Carver in the original version of this film, but although they liked the way she sung the main song, Make Believe, they really didn't like the way she sung this song, so they actually had Melissa Etheridge come in, who was actually one of the people considered to do the soundtrack, and re-record the song, and they dubbed her vocals onto Julie's in the cut of the film.
Don't talk to strangers. Don't forget to say your prayers.
Don't Talk to Strangers was originally performed by Tracy Ullman in the original cut of the film. Prince would include his version of this song on the soundtrack to Spike Lee's film Girl 6 in March of 1996. He would re-record this song in 1997 for Chaka Khan for her MPG release Come to My House, which it was also released as the lead single for that project. Chaka Khan's version of this song is also included on the soundtrack of the Maya Angelou film Down in the Delta, released in December of 1998.
Every time I pop my little pill.
My Little Pill was performed by Julie Kavner on the original cut of the film. Prince's version of the song would later be released on The Vault, Old Friends for Sale in 1999.
I'll do anything to have you like me. I'll do double.
I'll Do Anything was performed by Albert Brooks in the original cut of the film. Being that Prince wrote the song specifically for this film, he never did anything with it after it, and it still remains unreleased to this day. All the film performances of Prince's songs were done without any input from him and were produced by Don Was. There is also an instrumental for this soundtrack called the DNN Groove and has no Prince input whatsoever. James L. Brooks chose to not use 2 of the 10 songs that Prince had submitted. The song Poor Little Bastard went as far as to be recorded by actress Holly Levin, but was not used in the film whatsoever in its original cut. As compared to the song The Rest of My Life, this song was completely skipped, not recorded, and not used in any way, shape, or form, but would have Prince's version of the song end up in the aforementioned The Vault, Old Friends for Sale. Thank you again for joining me on the channel. Please like and share this video as much as possible, and as always, please subscribe to the channel. I will see you in the next episode where we talk about an artist that Prince would collaborate with several times over his career, and this person was never a Paisley Park artist or an MPG artist. And until the next episode, I wish you heaven.